Stormwatch 12 meteorologist Josh Colvith has given us counsel about weather and scrapers this morning, and I would tell him he doesn't know. I have 2 scrapers with my car and used them both this morning.
I have 2 old gift cards, so I'm from the southeast, so we don't really have ice scrapers down there. Maybe something I should invest in. And we've had so much frost, so much fog, and just so much not very friendly weather in the mornings because of this air stagnation advisory that runs until 10 p.m. on Monday. So this is impacting our weather in a couple different ways. Number one, it's making air quality worse. It is now unhealthy for Klamath Falls and for Lakeview. So that's something to take a mental note of if you're in one of those sensitive groups as it pertains to smoke, or in this case, smog. So that's number one. That's the first way how it's impacting the weather. Number two is that we're seeing fog, although it has receded just a bit, but we're still seeing some subtle reductions in visibility towards Grants Pass, towards Medford as well. So just something to keep in mind on those stretches of Interstate 5 in particular. This morning, very, very cold, seeing single digits, positive and negative over on the east side, teens and 20s for west side valleys, and right at freezing there along the coast in Brookings. So for today, it's going to be a chilly day and it's going to be a gray day. I think most of us won't even see a whole lot of sunshine. Temperatures today are going to be average in our west side valleys and along the coast, where will be about 10 degrees below average over on the east side. And overnight, clouds will continue to increase, and the increase in cloud coverage and moisture is going to allow temperatures to not be nearly as cold as what we're seeing for this morning. So we're still going to be cold, but just not as cold. That's the key portion to that message. So we're going to be in the single digits and teens over on the east side, 20s for west side valleys, and near 40 degrees there along the coast in Brookings. All right, here is the storm system that is finally going to break us out of the stagnant pattern. This is like seeing water in the desert. So we'll pick up the action right around midnight tonight on Stormcast. You can see the storm system approaching from the southwest. Come time for breakfast time on Tuesday morning. Might be a bit of a tricky commute on US 101. So this is going to spread from the southwest up towards the northeast. And so as we get closer to lunchtime, it's widespread rain and snow. Take a look at snow levels here in a second, but it's going to be more of the same thing for dinner time. Some of this does start to taper off as we head into Wednesday. Here's some of those projected rainfall totals. It's definitely not going to be a deluge, but we could see some beneficial rainfall up towards the coast and in the Cascades, anywhere between ½ an inch to up to an inch of rain. And then we'll have some less impressive totals for the valleys and for the east side. Snow levels are going to be anywhere between 4,000 to 6,000 feet all throughout the day, with snow levels continuing to rise. So we're not expecting super impressive snowfall totals. You can see Crater Lake only getting anywhere between 3 to 4 inches, and then even less impressive totals for Klamath Falls, Lakeview, and Shasta Valley, maybe just a trace to an inch. Not expecting anything in the way of frozen precip for the Rogue Valley. So that's going to be storm system number 1 we're going to deal with for this week. Storm system number 2 will happen into Friday and potentially into Christmas Eve. Timing still has to be worked out, but what we know with the storm system is that snow levels are going to be much, much higher, anywhere between 7,000 to 8,000 feet. Here's your 7-day forecast along the coast. It's going to be a gray and wet week, and pretty mild as well. For Siskiyou County, dealing with 2 separate storm systems, one for Tuesday, one for Friday. Snow levels, again, anywhere between 4,000 to 6,000 feet for this Tuesday storm system, much, much higher for Friday. I'm not expecting any big time travel impacts heading into the holiday weekend, but of course, just something to keep tabs on throughout the week, because this forecast is subject to change, because weather, after all, is a very chaotic thing. For the Cascades and Siskiyous, we'll expect a couple different rounds of snow this week, but I don't think we're going to be measuring the snow in feet. And then for the Rogue Valley, a couple different chances of rain, and I think it's just going to stay as rain for the next 7 days.